Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Robbie Ethereum bringing you another episode of Gyakuten Live. We last left off, we discovered the truth behind the printing of the ticket. We narrowed down the suspects to just two, or rather one. The person who undoubtedly printed out those tickets was I this entire time. And when we pressed her for information as to why she did all of this, why she didn't want Setsuna to go into the stand, it was because of the fact that Setsuna would have probably involved Rina in all of this. Setsuna would have brought up the photo of her flip phone, which is of Rina coming into the bathroom, and also potentially hide the truth behind why she printed out those tickets. So the reason why this whole thing started, why everything happened the way it did, why Karin is being accused and being put on trial, is because of what I wanted to do with those tickets. It was basically for Rita's parents, to bring them to the idol shows, to watch Rita do her thing. That was it. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all that the motivations of I were totally for her friends, of course. That's basically her stick. She wants to make everyone happy. But yeah, it's surprisingly, very deep emotional moment where we find out that, I did this for Rita's sake, and the reason why she's trying to hide everything is because of the fact that, once Rita knows why she printed out those tickets, that, the fact that, I was actually worried for Rita being alone all the time, she didn't want Rita to know that because Rita wouldn't allow I to help her once she finds out the truth, which could possibly do some sort of damage to their friendship, now that I think about it. That's probably why I is so desperate to make sure this doesn't get found out. Because if someone knew the truth, either you or Daya, they probably would have pressed her until she actually told them the truth. And it probably would have been when Rina is actually at the stand. They might have summoned her to do it. In which case, okay, I can understand that. I can understand that a lot. I'm not gonna press her on this too much since, no one's died as a result of this. So what's the harm, really? Especially when, Karin knew about the whole thing, too. It's geez, it's one thing after another with this case. It isn't too massive, but I could tell a lot of thought was put into this one. So now I'm just wondering how all of this is going to, pay off in the end. What's gonna happen within this trial now that we know that I was the one who did it? Are we going to, prove that she did it? That she did it beyond the shadow of a doubt? However, we need to do it without revealing Rina's secret, or I's secret relating to Rina, right? But I'm having a deep feeling that, Daya is going to have a sneaking suspicion as to I's true motivations, and will likely press her over the whole thing. Once we, prove that, I did it, Daya will in turn try to squeeze the truth out of I. Relentlessly, might I add. That might cause a lot of problems, because, well, to be honest, Daya would technically be doing the correct thing, which is to press the witness for more information and such, but her methods are gonna be quite questionable. That's what I think is gonna happen with this trial, which I very much hope is not gonna be hard this time. I'm getting the hang of this, guys. I'm getting the hang of it. So let's hope for the best, okay? I'm very excited to see how this trial will go. I'm very excited to even get back into it too. Alright, let's get started with this trial, shall we? There's not much to really say, to be honest. I didn't have much trouble in, the last episode, so we should be good to go. May 14th to 3 p.m. courtroom? Oh, wait, whoa, what? Oh, Ellie! Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I didn't expect Ellie to be here, what the fuck? I'm guessing, Setsuna can't go up into the judge stand anymore, so apparently they just, Ellie just came out of nowhere, yes, I'm here now. Actually, what should her voice be, now that I think about it? Fuck. I didn't expect to see Ellie here, to be honest. I didn't expect her at all. But let me think. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Hear me out. This is gonna be stupid, but what if I give her a Russian accent? Come on. Let me try it, okay? For at least for one episode. If a lot of my fans get pissed at this, then fine. I'll not do it. But I'm not gonna give her too thick of a Russian accent. Just some hints of Russian accent. So let me remember how to do Ellie. First off, I think she has a more refined voice like this, such as this and such. So all I have to do is add a Russian accent to it, like this one. Yes. I think this might work. I don't know, I've never done a Russian accent, but I might as well give it a shot. I don't know. I might do the Russian. I might botch it up entirely, but let's give it a shot.
Court is now in session for the trial of Osaka Karen.
I really, it's gonna be so funny because Ellie does not sound Russian at all in any of the iterations, not in English or in like Japanese. But I'm gonna be honest, they should have given her a Russian accent. Imagine hearing a Russian-Japanese accent. That would have been a very interesting combination.
The defense is ready!
What the fuck? Oh, that's right, I forgot. Daya's a hardcore Ellie fan. She's probably fanning herself right now.
Oh, Ellie senpai! Pardon me. What I meant to say was... The prosecution is certainly ready, Your Honor. Okay, that was a bit odd, but sure. Very well, let's begin.
Okay, I really gotta remember, like, she has a more refined voice with it, so I gotta be careful not to make her sound so deep, so...
So, in case you didn't know, I was called in on a rather short notice by one Yuki Setsuna. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to review facts.
How dare she! I'll crucify her!
I did my best to skim through the facts, but please correct me on anything I may be misinformed on. In any case, it's now time for the prosecution to present its opening statement.
Of course, right away, Your Honor.
You know, I think this is the first time that Daya-san is calling Judge Your Honor. I think I see what's going on here. Must be a fan of Ellie-san's. I wouldn't be surprised if you had like an Ellie-san body pillow, Daya. In which case, can you please tell me where you got it from? When the trial concluded yesterday, the issue that we were hung up on was the fact that Miyashita Ai-san was apparently attempting to prevent Yuki Setsuna-san from testifying. Her motive for doing so is still unknown, but it is clearly irrelevant. I have Yuki Setsuna-san lined up and ready to testify at a moment's notice. Today, the prosecution aims to prove that neither Yuki Setsuna-san nor her two friends ever headed towards the printing room on the day of the crime. Wow, Daya-san's opening statement was only 3 text boxes long this time. Maybe Ellie-san's presence is keeping her reined in. Thank God. Thank you a lot, hot Russian mommy. Yeah, well, she...
Would Ellie count as like a Russian mommy? Well, like a Russian big sister, but big Russian mommy sounds a lot better to those tits of hers.
Sounds good. Let's bring in the witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright, Setsa, let's do this.
Witness, name and occupation. I swear to God if you say a fucking pun.
Yuki Setsuna, here to raise up the roof and lay down the law. Ellie-san, glad to see you made it on time.
Oh, that's right. So you're the one who invited me over here. The trip didn't take that long for me. It's fortunate that our schools are rather close to each other.
But mine is not, so quit wasting time. The trip home will take quite a while, so hurry up and get on with your testimony so I can flatten the defense for good. Come on, it wasn't that often.
Oh, right. Hang on. My occupation.
By day, I'm just an ordinary student like all of you. But in the afternoon, I'm a full crime-stopping, justice-slinging witness. And I'm going to save the world with facts and logic.
Riveting. You were called on to testify about your emotions about the time of the crime, as it was established that Miyashita Ai-san could not legally speak on your behalf. Now, recall the events from the beginning of the breakup until it begins coinciding with Miyashita Ai-san's testimonies yesterday.
Yes, it's my time to shine yet again!
Alright, let's do this. What is this testimony? My account of things.
I have no idea exactly when this happened, but a few minutes into the break, Ai-san asked me to go to the restroom with her. We stopped in the halls for a while so Ai-san could make that call to Shioriko-san. Remember that from yesterday? It was at 4:11 p.m. I was with her the whole time, so don't worry about her running off. She may be fast, but her speed is no match for the long arm of justice. Rita-san came to the restroom a little after we did. Must have wanted to tag along after seeing us together.
Alright. I just realized, like, Ellie sounds like holding the gavel in such a weird way.
This is quite the odd case. But you say that none of you went to the printing room, so the crime couldn't have been committed by any of you three.
Exactly! None of us have ever made the detour to the printing room, so that means it could have only have been Karan-san. What do you think, Yu-chan? Should we bring up the white diamond yet? Not yet. The white diamond is my trump card. I need you to try to get I-chan on the stand first.
Yeah, no, I won't use it, okay? Don't worry.
Before that, I need to prove that I-chan had the opportunity to go to the printing room. You're right. Even if you assume the 411 entry on the camera records is the true culprit leaving the scene of the crime, it would mean nothing if none of the three had a chance to go to the printing room. Alright, let's see if I can find any openings in the Warrior Justice's testimony.
Alright, let's give it a go. Cross-examination. Alright, I'm gonna read this all out. I have no idea exactly when this happened, but a few minutes into the break, Ai-san asked me to go into the restroom with her. We stopped in the halls for a while, so Ai-san could make the call to Shiriko-san. Remember that from yesterday? It was at 4:11 p.m. I was with her the whole time, so don't worry about her running off. She may be fast, but her speed is no match for the long arm of justice. Rina-san came to the restroom a little after we did. Must have wanted to tag along after seeing us go together. Alright, I'm gonna press her on these things. I have no idea exactly when this happened, but a few minutes into the break, Ai-san asked me to go to the restroom with her.
From her testimony yesterday, Ai-chan didn't seem to indicate that she was the one who asked you to go with her. Rather, it seemed more like she was implying that you left and joined her on your own accord. I know, right? But the reality of the situation is, she had asked me to go with her. And that's why I ended up using the paper towel from the restroom instead of the practice room. Makes perfect sense. So that explains why you had left the practice room at all that day, meaning there is no reason to suspect the witness. The sole remaining suspect is still the defendant, Asaki Karan-san. It's the same thing that Setsuna-chan told me yesterday during the investigation. Guess there's nothing out of place here.
Yeah. We stopped in the hall for a while, so Ai-san could make that call to Shiriko-san. Remember that from yesterday? It was at 4:11 p.m.
Yesterday, Ai-chan had said that you showed up after she had finished her call, so that was a falsehood. Yeah! Actually, I was there while she made that call. She told the truth about the call, though. She was apparently talking to Shiriko-chan for a bit about buying something from Akihabara. So, you just stood there and listened while Ai-chan made the call? Basically, it was kind of awkward. Something feels missing here. Should I press harder?
Yeah, okay, guess press harder then. What's wrong here?
Did anything interesting happen during that call? Not really. I just stood around spinning in circles.
What the fuck?
Spinning in circles? Yeah, I've been trying to perfect my new move! Setsuna Ultra Twirling Twister of Fiery Passionate Justice! Unfortunately, the move makes me dizzy, so I've been training to spin for long periods of time so I'm getting nauseous.
I kind of want to see that, Crocodile. Can you make a gif of that? I would love to see that.
And you didn't see or hear anything out of place during that interval? Please! A warrior of justice has to have the eyes of an eagle and the ears of a bat to watch out for evildoers. If I saw or heard anything along those hallways, surely I would have noticed. The hallways are spacious with hard floors and walls. You'd easily hear anyone else who was walking through it.
Yeah, they mentioned that before.
But the witness didn't see or hear anyone else, since this happened at 4:11 p.m. That lines up with the narrative that the defendant was at the printing room while the witness was in the halls. Setsuna-chan didn't see anything. That doesn't sound right somehow. Witness, please add this to your testimony. Alright, now we're talking.
Huh, interesting. We just stood around in the hallways for a bit. Didn't see or hear anything notable in the halls that whole time. I don't recall anything in the halls sounding, do we? Which is interesting. It was at 4:11, right? Did something happen at 4:12? Now I think about it. 4:15 now. Let me think about this. I feel like I don't have anything yet to actually do this either, so let me press her on this too.
Are you absolutely sure about that? What? Now you're making me think I'm going nuts? Look! From what I remember, there's nothing and nobody out of place. Patrol success! Evil wouldn't dare show up on my watch. No offense, but I don't think you have anything to do with it.
Yeah. I was with her the whole time, so don't worry about her running off. She may be fast, but her speed is no match for the long arm of justice.
And Ai-chan didn't do anything worth noting? Not at all. Ai-san was a righteous citizen. She wouldn't have run away from me in any universe. And don't worry, she didn't fake the call or anything. I heard the sound coming from her phone. One more thing. Yesterday, Ai-chan and Shiorika-chan said that the call took about a minute. Is this true? I think so. Maybe a little more or maybe a little less. So essentially, we currently have no reason to doubt the previous witness's testimony. That'll do. Witness, continue.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything right off the bat. Rina-chan came to the restroom a little after we did. Must have wanted to tag along after seeing us go together. Alright.
How much time is a little time? I don't know. A lot? But,
I think you meant huh.
Huh? Is it a little or a lot? I don't know, okay? But it felt like maybe 2 minutes.
If I may interject, I think I have an explanation. Yesterday, a photo was presented during trial. It showed that the defense's aide is holding a white cat. To my knowledge, this cat belongs to Tenoji Rina-san. Is that correct?
Oh, wait. Did he actually say something important here? Maybe 2 minutes. Oh, okay. I guess he's referencing the time, not the sound.
Yes. Hanpin is Rina-chan's cat. When the cat entered, he must have looked for Tenoji Rina-san to inform her of the presence of her puny yet ferocious friend, correct?
We did?
But she wasn't in the room. So simply put, Tenoji Rina-san must have left the room between 4:10 and 4:12 p.m. after Miyashita Ai-san and Yuki Setada-san left, but before Hanpin-san entered the practice room.
Oh, what? You see, hold on. She actually explained the fact that, like, it was actually the cat they heard. No, it was Rina they heard. But at least Rina should have heard. Wait. Oh, I need to, like, read back on this. This is, like, kind of confusing me a little bit. I'm sort of getting it. It's like an explanation of what happened in between 4:10 and 4:12, then.
You're welcome for the answer. Given the information we have now, I suppose that all makes sense. Sister-chan seems confident in her testimony. I don't think she'd lie about this stuff either. Regardless, she might still be mistaken about what really happened. We'll just have to look carefully. Sister-chan seems to be saying that all 3 of them left the practice room after 4:11. I need to look for a way to show that it isn't true. Perhaps we should try pressing her to see if she comes up with any new information. I don't see her being deliberately dishonest about anything, right?
Yeah, it's that, like, extra testimony here. We all just stood around the hallways for a bit, didn't see or hear anything notable in the halls that whole way. I mean, the one thing you can think of is that, like, the walls, right? It said something about the walls being thin, and that you can hear things going on from the other side of the room, right? Doesn't that mean that if that were the case, wouldn't they, like, heard the printer activate and, like, print out some printers or paper and such? Wouldn't they have heard the culprit printing out the tickets? That's the first thing I'm thinking about. The printer was turned on at 4:10. It shuts off automatically after 1 minute of idle time. How does this prove it though? I'm just trying to figure out what it is that's wrong with the statement. We stood around the hallways for a bit, didn't see or hear anything noticeable in the halls that whole time. That only means that something must have happened in the hallways then. Something must have, like, you know, done a sound of some kind. Unless it's actually the printer somehow. But I just don't see how that could work. Hold on, this actually must be it, in a way. I just hope it is, but I'm not entirely sure. It was 4:11 p.m., but the printer turned on at like 4:10 p.m. and shut off after 1 minute. You know, I think it might have been the printer. Like, is it the printer or the printer records? I think it is. Let me try it. Come the fuck on, are you serious? Nope, wrong. I thought it was that. What made the sound? Was it the printer somehow? This is the printer somehow. Nope. Must be related to the sound somehow. Did I actually get the wrong one? Is that not the wrong statement? What's the freaking saying is somehow the cat? Nope. Let me press this one more time, because this is like bugging me a little bit. Actually, this one might have been like the one that throws you off. Maybe this one. Feels like this is a testimony that's wrong here somehow. Maybe it's a print records this time? Fucking Christ, this is... Come on, I know this has gotta be the one that's wrong. At least I'm trying to prove that, like, if they didn't hear anything, they would have heard the printer. Unless they didn't somehow hear the printer, man, then what did they hear? Unless I'm getting misled again. In which case... Oh... Wait, is it the camera records? No? Fucking great. Come on, are you serious? Am I really gonna keep failing these first testimonies? Alright, I can retry immediately, thank you. Right from the get-go. What in the fuck is this? Like, come on! There's no way I can have this much trouble with trials. Come on! It's like I'm trying my best to think about it carefully, but it's like... Jesus Christ. Like, it's gotta be a side to this I'm just missing somehow. This is actually... That's the thing that's stumping me so far. I don't know if this one or this one is the one that's wrong. I feel like it's this one still. We stood around the hallways for a bit, didn't see or hear anything notable in the halls that whole time. It's like there's something off here. Unless it's actually another person, a case where you actually have to present a person here. Is that... like, if that were the case, that would just... I don't even know I would be able to even tell at that point. I mean, it's all Setsuna, Rina, and I. Well, let me go to the hint section one more time. All three of them left the practice room after 4:11. Look for a way to show that isn't true. That means something happened at 4:11 then. That caused them to not leave the practice room then. I mean, I don't even know there's a cat. The cat would come out if Setsuna wasn't in there. It doesn't prove anything, doesn't prove anything. Alright, let's try this one more time. Setsuna's phone, this doesn't prove anything. Shopping list, this doesn't prove anything. I feel the white diamond would prove something, but I can't use it now. Rina's outfit, doesn't prove anything. Creased papers, doesn't prove anything. Ai's photo, doesn't prove anything here. VIP tickets, might prove something, but the description says otherwise. Printed records, doesn't prove, it could possibly prove the fact that, like, it was turned out at 4:10. But I think I used it before, but it didn't work. Karin's phone, I don't think it works at all, because I would actually help the prosecution. Karin's homework didn't work. Cloakroom access records, I don't know if it would. Printer, might, but it might prove something, but no. Photo Hanpin, I don't know if that proves anything, I don't think it does. Karin's outfit, nothing. Camera records, maybe the camera records actually would work. No, fucking great. Where's the other? Wait, what? Oh, no, never mind. I thought I got it for a second. I was like, wait. Okay, never mind. I feel like I'm just fucking myself over by not having it be the added testimony. The added testimony just doesn't sound like a contradiction at all, or a wrong statement. Especially when I'm trying to prove that they couldn't have... Oh, well, let's try it actually here, or something. Yeah, I knew it. Fucking knew it. I was smelling it at first, but I was like, was it this one or this one? Okay, it was that testimony, definitely. I just gaslit myself thinking it was wrong.
With this, are you absolutely sure you didn't see anyone else in the hallways around the time of the crime? Well, what gives? I said I'm sure nobody showed up during our time in the hallway. I would never lie about it. Who do you think I am? Don't worry, I trust you. And I would say another thing too, but you were staring at me right now. You better not say it, you. You better not. However, that doesn't change the fact that I think what you're saying is not true. Yesterday, Karin-san told me something interesting. The first time she had left the club room on the day of the crime, she didn't go directly to the printing room. Instead, she had taken a lengthy detour around the entire hallway. A fantastical story, to be sure, but how do you know that she isn't just fabricating that story? Do you have any evidence? As a matter of fact, I do! Here are the records of the security camera above the entrance of the club room.
Yep.
Please read the fourth entry in the record. It says that Karin-san passed the club room at 4:15 p.m., moving northbound. This was when she was supposedly in the printing room.
Yep. Okay, so damn it, I didn't realize I didn't check back at this one, because I would have noticed the 4:11 part.
Notice how the entry specifies that she was moving northbound? Since the printing room is north of the camera, This means that she was headed towards the printing room and not away from it. That's right! Garza was headed around the hallways, counterclockwise from 4:08 p.m. to 4:50 p.m. Zakas! Zakas! So, you're saying that the suspect was not in the printing room during the previous claimed interval? Not only that, but the defendant was actually on the move while the witness was in the hall. So how is it possible that the witness didn't see or hear her movements on that day? Good point! That's a good point, Yusan. If I had to guess, maybe she was still on the other side of the hallway at the time. That's entirely likely, judging from the camera records. It took the defendant 6 entire minutes to walk around the corridors. At that speed, the defendant's footsteps would be very audible, even with the amplification of the hallway's walls and floors. And what about the entry at 4:11 p.m.? Someone passed the clubroom, moving southward.
Yeah.
If we take a look at this map, provided to us by our defendant,
Yeah.
you'll notice that the south of the clubroom is in the restroom and the practice room, where the witness claims she was standing at the time. Well, defense, what do you make of this discrepancy? Honestly, it's hard to say. How could you two not have seen Tarzan or the person coming towards you at 4:11 p.m.? Witness, you're not lying to us, are you? No, I would never. Then how do you explain why you two never encountered anyone else in the hallways? There's gotta be an explanation for this. Oh yeah, I think I know why. So, you know how I kept saying 4:11, 4:11, 4:11? I think that might be wrong. Maybe we actually left earlier than 4:11. Is that how it is? Then why'd you say 4:11 p.m.? To be honest, I don't know exactly what time it was. I just thought Isa was telling the truth yesterday and I was parroting it. Anyway, my point is that I think Isa was the one who lied. I would never lie on the stand. I'm Setsuna Yuki, warrior of justice! Truth is my blood and flesh! Well, you've heard it here. Setsu-chan and Ai-chan must have left sometime earlier, meaning they could have had the chance to go to the printing room before 4:10. Hang on! How do you rule out the alternative possibility? What if the witness and her associate actually entered the hallways after this mysterious 4:11 person passed by? I'm saying that the Miyashita Ai-san and Yuki Setsuna-san may have left the practice room at 4:12 or later. Then there would have been no issue. I need to prove that Setsuna-chan and Ai-chan couldn't have left the practice room at 4:12 or later. Can I even do that? This evidence will prove my point. Here's why Setsuna-chan and Ai-chan must have left earlier and not later than previously thought.
The photo of Hanbin. It has to be this, right? Yep.
This is the photo of Ryo-chan's cat, Hanbin. It was taken at 4:12 p.m. What a cute photo, and what fluffy little kitty. But what does this have to do with the timing of things, I wonder? I'm glad you asked, hot Russian. You see, Hanbin has a habit of avoiding Setsuna-chan whenever they're able to. Witness, is this true? No way! I mean, maybe. What a show!
I like the weird face she makes.
The point is, since Hanbin always avoids Setsuna-chan, there's no way they would have been in the practice room if Setsuna left any later than established. You know what that means? It means Setsuna-chan and Ai-chan must have left earlier than 4:10 p.m. Way to go! A brilliant deduction! That must be what it actually happened. So what now? There's only one thing to do now. We call Ai-chan up and get her back onto the witness stand. Prosecution, do you have any objections? No, Your Honor. I'm just curious to see where this goes as anyone else. Well, that was easy.
Yeah, that was easy. Kinda wish Ellie was around for this, trial, cause Dai is a little less difficult here.
I agree. Let's change the witness out for Miyashita Ai. Actually, Your Honor, there's this thing we do where we put the two witnesses up at once. Actually, that sounds like a neat idea. It could be groundbreaking new development. Anyway, enough of that discussion. Let's bring the witness in.
Ah, no bailiff this time? What the fuck? God dang it. Sorry about that, Kappa. You're just gonna have to, sit out for this one.
Ah, damn it! I wanted to bring in another girl and, watch her blood splatter. Ah, well, maybe next time. Minashita Ai-san, what's the matter with you? Stand up straight. Sorry, nothing's wrong. You were called in because evidence suggests that you and the other witness had actually left the practice room before 4:11 p.m., unlike what you said yesterday. Are you aware that the camera above your club room identified an unknown person headed towards your supposed location at 4:11 p.m. on the day of the crime? I must have gotten my times mixed up then. Give me a chance to explain myself, okay? It'll all make sense. So it can be. Witness, please correct your former testimony. This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. It's all been building to this. I'm sorry, Ai-chan, but you're going down! Yeah, payback for all the puns you said yesterday.
In true times. Alright, let's do this.
I might have mixed up my times. We actually left the practice room at maybe 4:07 or so. The rest is all true, though. Neither of us ever went to the printing room, just stuck in the halls.
I feel like that's gonna be the one that counter. No, not exactly with the white diamond yet, but maybe.
I don't know who could have wandered in front of the camera at 4:11. Maybe it was a bug. Or maybe it was someone from outside the club. Who knows?
Yeah, since it was silent, she's gotta do something here.
I see. So that explains why you never encountered anyone in hallways. Your Honor, if I may, the prosecution's current belief is this. Another person from outside the club may have turned on and used the printer at 4:10 before the defendant got there. This random person then either left southbound, triggered the camera, and leaving that 4:11 entry, or in the other direction, meaning that the camera entry is a fluke. Then, the defendant enters the printing room with the printer still on. That would explain how she was able to be outside at 4:14 p.m. Either way, the witness had nothing to do with the crime. Does that sound reasonable, Miyashita Ai-san? Yep, Setsu can go now, right? No way! I'm here to make sure that everything goes smoothly. Oh, is that right? Of course! This is all in the name of justice! Ai-chan.
Ah, god dang, Tetsuya, you really are fucking, shouting a lot, man. My voice is cracking at every moment.
Ai-chan was sure eager to get Tetsuya-chan off the stand. Why do you think that is? It's suspicious. Not to mention, Ai-chan is saying that neither of them ever went towards the printing room, but that can't be, right?
Yeah, that's confusing me as well. It's like, even though we know about what I did, I'm guessing she doesn't want the rest of the court to know. But I'm wondering then, is I actually hiding more things from us than just what she told us yesterday? That the reason she printed out the tickets wasn't just for Rina? I think that might be what she's hiding.
Goodness, Setsuya-chan has encountered Ai's testimony. You don't think that they're both lying, right? I don't know, but we may need to figure out the how at a later point in time. For now, it's time for me to connect Ai-chan to this crime, once and for all!
Oh, actually, you are going to use the diamond then. Guessing that, since this gotta react, we gotta, use that. I might have mixed up my times. We actually left the practice room at maybe 4:07 or so. The rest is all true though. Neither of us ever went to the printer room, just stuck to the halls. I don't know who could have wandered in front of the camera at 4:11. Maybe it was a bug. Or maybe it was someone from outside the club, who knows. Okay, it's probably the case that I have to wait for Sessa to react, so I might have mixed up my times. We actually left the practice room at maybe 4:07 or so.
So, you're not mistaken this time? 4:07 p.m. is your final answer? I know that sounds suspicious, but believe me, just made an honest mistake. I must have been thinking of the price of a chocolate croissant at the dining hall, 410 yen, so I probably thought the time was closer to 4:10. It was just an unfortunate...
Unfortunate? Okay, this doesn't make any sense at all.
Mistake! Trust! Well, whatever you make of it, at least the time seems correct now.
Okay, the rest is all truth. Actually, damn it, I must have missed Tessa do something. Hold on. I always forget to check the other person. Okay, she didn't do anything. The rest is all true though. Neither of us ever went to the printing room, just stuck to the halls.
Are you sure about that? You're not lying about this, are you?
Not likely. I think you know where Setsu and I went on the day of the crime. Come on, Yu, would I lie about this?
In fact, I think you would.
I won't stand for any biased accusations against the witnesses. This line of questioning is pointless. Anyway, witness, let's hear the rest of your testimony.
I don't know who could have wandered in front of the camera at 4:11. Maybe it was a bug.
Bug? Do you mean a glitch or an actual insect? Oh, good point, Yu. It could be either one. Maybe the camera glitched out and thought it saw something that wasn't actually there. That could be possible. Or maybe a moth flew in front of the camera. Maybe that's what happened.
It's a camera, not a light bulb.
Heh. Or maybe it was someone from outside a club. Who knows?
But how are you so sure it wasn't someone from the club? Nobody else was out of the practice room at that point, right? Besides Kara and Shioti. I don't think it could have been anyone from the club, unless Miyachi and Lanzu came home early.
Yeah, came home early. Recollect.
Well, that is true. But I basically know for sure that Shioriko-chan was in Akihabara. Yu-chan, this could be it. This could be the chance you've been waiting for. I think so too. I've been trying to set Ai-chan up at the stand. This probably my chance to strike. I should know what to present at this point. I better not screw it up!
Yeah, I won't. Don't worry. I just need to figure out what testimony has to set it. Yeah, it's this one. Your tail's tied. You're so done. It's so over for you.
Objection! Witness, start telling me the truth. And this time, I mean you, Ai-chan! We found this tiny white diamond in the printing room yesterday. Does it look familiar?
Wait, I think I recognize that white diamond.
That's right. I heard it from Karan-san. This white diamond is from your idol outfit, Ai-chan! Zakas! Zakas! Ai-chan, this white diamond tells us one thing. You went to the printing room at the time of the crime. It figures that the queen of the kangaroo court loves jumping so much so that she's even jumping to conclusions. Riddle me this. How do you know for sure that diamond was dropped on the day of the crime? It's entirely possible that the diamond was dropped at a different time. How do you rule that out? Wait, I solved this puzzle before. I just need to prove my point. In fact, I have evidence. This is how I know that the diamond must have been dropped at the time of the crime.
Oh. What do you think? At the time of the crime, we didn't really think about that. Fuck. Or, oh wait, maybe it's actually this ice photo. Maybe it's not on her? I don't know, but it's one possibility. Yeah, I think this, photo is the only thing I got.
Sorry, Dia-san, but this white diamond isn't the only dia getting dropped on the floor in this case. Eh? You know...
I'm sorry, I was like, should I even... Okay, oh god, this fucking puns.
4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. on the day of the crime was our practice break. The club members were practicing their idol activities. All the idols were in their idol outfits, Ai-chan included. As the practice ended, everyone changed back into their normal clothes, and that's the last time they used their idol out clothes.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we last had a group practice session in the practice room. The diamond must have landed there recently. And so, it's clear, Ai-chan went to the printing room during break for some undisclosed reason. But that can't be! Ai-chan was with me the entire time! She never had the opportunity to... Setsu, it's fine. I can handle this.
Yo. Oh. Both of them were hiding something from us.
It's true. During the interval, Setsu and I stopped by the printing room.
That's most certainly not true! We never went towards that side of the hallway! What are you talking about?
Setsu, let me handle this. You can go if you want.
Never! You're trying to conceal the truth! I won't have it! I didn't expect this to happen. The witnesses are contradicting each other.
Well, what now, Yuton? One of them has to be lying. I don't know. Sister-chan seems more honest, but Ai's accounts of things lines up with my evidence. I hope Ai-chan's telling the truth for once, but I really wouldn't know where to go with this. There's only one thing to do now. You know what it is. I think there's only one way to solve this issue. Both of them should testify about what really happened. I agree. Perhaps we'll finally get to the bottom of this mystery. That's right. We'll see who's really telling the truth. What's in for...
Ah, boy.
My. A bit slow in the uptick, are we? What? I've already figured out who's lying. No testimony required. And who would that be? Please look at this photo, presented by Miyashita Ai-san yesterday.
Yeah?
I would like for you all to draw your attention to Miyashita Ai-san's top. Her boobs. Okay, Daya? For what reason? Oh, sorry, I just wanted to show her boobs. Okay, sure. Does this have anything to do with solving the case or figuring out the truth? Yes, indeed. Alright, I guess you have a thing for blondes, just like Rina. There, you can see a line of white diamonds. The white diamond is presented by the defense was from this area here. And yet, at the time this photo was taken, all the diamonds are still attached to her outfit. No!
I mean, there could be some diamonds that are out of shot. Could be that as well.
Zakas! Okay, now I'm confused. How is it possible that the white diamond was found in the printing room then? That's the defense. She was the one who brought that piece of evidence into the trial. I must mention, yesterday, she brought up the possibility that the good Fude Shioriko-san was the one who printed the tickets herself. Her basis was the fact that she was the one who introduced the tickets for the trial.
Yeah, that was kind of my fault. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, you.
Yeah, fuck you, Jirabi. Explain yourself. Have you been taking notes? Am I dealing with the case of falsified evidence? I'm at a loss now. Dinosaur just shot my best piece of evidence. But that doesn't change the fact that the diamond was found in the printing room. And the last time Ai-san wore the outfit was on the day of the crime. Come on, Yu-chan. You've got to think. You've come this far. Dinosaur's accusing you of falsifying evidence. This can't be how it ends, right? There has to be an explanation for all of this. I was so close to victory, but suddenly nothing makes sense? I don't believe it. So why? Why is nothing adding up?
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
I need to think about everything carefully over again.
What, is you having a brain blast or something?
Until now, we were under the impression that Ai-chan had entered the printing room at the time of the crime. That's what the presence of the white diamond suggested to us. But somehow, that's not true. And Sensei-chan's testimony seems to support that. If it wasn't dropped at the time of the crime, it must have been dropped either before or after the time of the crime. Yes, either it was dropped earlier and Ai-chan had it repaired, or it was somehow dropped there later. I can't just take a random guess though. I need to apply the facts. Which event can I use to find out when Ai-chan's white diamond was really dropped in the printing room?
Which event can I find out when... Oh yeah, wait. No, not the potluck, right? Oh wait, no, well, yeah. Rina and Shizuku's investigations, right? They would have found it there, wouldn't they? Yeah, we found it at some point, I think it was like... When did we find the diamond? I think it was after the trial. It must have been planted there, actually. Rina and Shizuku's investigations. Wait, was that right? Rina never found the diamond, yeah.
That's it! Rina-chan, not to mention Shizuku-chan, investigated the printing room after the day of the crime. But when she did, she never found the white diamond. It was found by Shioriko-chan. There's no way Rina-chan would miss something like that. And even if she found it on the first day, there's no way she would have just left it lying there. That could only mean one thing. The white diamond was placed there 2 days after the crime. Now, that begs another question. If the diamond was placed there after the crime, who placed it there? It couldn't have been by accident. There was no reason for Ai-chan to have gotten in her idol outfit in the last 2 days. Daya-san said that the diamond might have been falsified evidence, and she's not wrong. Not by me, but by somebody that must have wanted to frame Aichan for the crime. The question is, who would do such a thing?
Was it actually Setsuna? What? Oh wait, no, can't be the true culprit. Nor I. Daya? Let me think, like, well, I think it actually might be the true culprit, actually. Oh no? I thought I got that wrong. No, it doesn't really, yeah. Was it actually Daya? Oh, of course, damn it, I was on the right mark, of course. Daya could have done it, because Nozomi mentioned she planted evidence. Oh no? Damn it. Wait, what? I? But wait, hold on, what? Okay, this is getting a little bit weird. We're trying to argue that she planted it there? But why? That would put attention onto her, right? Doesn't she not want attention?
I got it! Aichan was the one with the access to her outfit. She planted it herself? No way! She'd be making herself more suspicious. It can't be.
Unless, like, oh, she must be trying to make herself a suspect. Like, she must have, like, realized at some point that we were onto something. So she must have put the diamond there to make our suspicions go towards her, so that she can confess about it, confess about her involvement, and to say, well, maybe she did it for someone else, but not Rina, so that no one will know, I guess. I guess? That would be quite a weird way to do it, but sure.
Ah, but it would explain why she's trying to keep Setsuna-chan off the stand right now. She knows Setsuna-chan will contradict her plan. After all, Setsuna-chan will surely testify that Aichan never had a chance to go to the printing room. So that's how it is.
Oh, that's the reason why. She's trying to stop Setsuna.
Aichan is trying to make herself look like the culprit. Now, we've answered the when, we've answered the who. The only question now is, why? Aichan, I know she's a caring person. She'd want to do this for someone else. It's time to answer once and for all. Who is he doing this for?
That would actually make sense. Karen. No? Damn it! Come on! Oh wait, is that actually the true culprit? Whoa, what the fuck? To protect the true culprit. Eyes frame herself to protect the true culprit? What the fuck? So that, it must be the case then. I did lie about everything. She's not doing it for... Is it actually Rina? Was I actually right? It was Rina?
That's it! After the first day of the trial, Aichan knew she had to change tactics, or the true culprit would have been in danger of being found out. She had decided to shift the blame onto herself in order to spare the true culprit. If there's only one person she would go to that length for.
I cannot fucking believe that. No fucking way.
So, that's the truth of the matter. Your Honor, the defense has an explanation for this situation that should clear up all contradictions. Do you now? Let's hear this little theory of yours. Yu-chan, you figured it out? I think I have.
I will say, I like the fact that I got so many things wrong in that one. That was like the first instance where I was actually very interested in the fact that I got all that wrong. Because I was like, okay, I did it for this reason or that reason, but like, no. She was lying to us the entire time. And that the truth was so much more shocking, actually. I actually enjoyed that a lot.
This whole time, Aichan's been manipulating our route of thinking and the evidence to throw us off. We fell into her trap.
Yeah, I did too.
No way. She couldn't have. The defense believes that the true culprit was neither Karen-san nor Aichan. There was a third party involved in this case. It seems that the diamond was planted there by Aichan herself to distract us from the influence of the real culprit. You don't! So that's how it is. This whole time, she had pulled off the crime on her own. In that case, who do you suppose this real culprit is? There's only one person the real culprit could be. It's none other than...
Wow. Fucking wow.
the true culprit is Tenochi Rita! She's the only person Ai-chan would protect so desperately! Hikiari! Tenochi Rita-san, the detective, you're out of your mind! We have clearly established that Tenochi Rita-san had left the practice room after Yuki Setora-san and Miyashita Ai-san did.
Oh, yes, the picture. The picture of Rita going into the bathroom. She arrived late, or last.
There would have been no time for her to commit the crime. Your theory is dead on arrival. Objection! If we all know how this is gonna go. You know the rules, and so do I. Not so fast. Don't forget whose word we have on that time that Rita-chan left the practice room. After all, it was Ai-chan who told us that. And she's already given incorrect information on the stand 2 times! And how do you intend to prove your point? Do you have the evidence to suggest that Tenochi Rita-san actually left earlier than usual? Or perhaps, do you have evidence to suggest that Tenochi Rita-san ever went towards the printer room? How do you intend to substantiate your claims? I've still got a trustworthy ally on the stand, you know. Warrior of Justice, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Tell me what you need. There's one thing that we left unanswered from yesterday, isn't there? That's right. We never answered how you knew when Rita-chan entered the restroom. Oh, you're right. Boy, do I have a grand story for you! We're jumping around a bit, but the defense requests that you testify about the grand story you've got. Prosecution, are you okay with a bit of questioning? I have no qualms with it. Testify away. At last, everything's starting to fall into place! I'm getting popular with all the ladies! Setsuna and Daya included.
Alright, we not popping in.
We were taking photos on my crappy flip phone at the time, okay? That's when I heard it. Rita-chan's footsteps were coming from the doorway. I turned around, and there she was! Just like Ai-san said yesterday, as it was me who saw her. So yeah, we invited her over and took that second photo on Ai-chan's phone right away, right after.
Okay.
To be honest, I don't see how this changes anything. I agree. I would say this entire endeavor was a colossal waste of time. But I'm looking forward to seeing the pathetic yet entertaining spectacle of the defense floundering about like a headless chicken. You couldn't even say floundering around like a headless fish! Yu-chan, can you find anything to use as ammunition here? It doesn't look like there's anything really notable to point out. I don't know, but I got to try. This is where I can make a breakthrough. I'd better not waste it. You've got this. You can do it. Yubu, please. No. I love you, but no. No puns, please.
Rina popping in. Okay, so we were taking photos on my crappy flip phone at the time, okay? That's when I heard it. Rina-san's footsteps were coming from the doorway. I turned around, and there she was, just like Ai-san said yesterday, except it was me who saw her. So yeah, we invited her over and took that second photo on Ai's phone right away. Okay, I'm having to feel that like Ai's going to react to one of these things. Let's go.
You showed me a photo taken on your phone yesterday. Is that when Rita-chan entered the room? That's right! But we're not talking about that photo right now. We're talking about what I personally witnessed on my own. I'm sorry, what's this about flip phone? People still use those? Well, I broke my phone last week trying to do a special move. I accidentally yeeted it off the side of the roof. Don't laugh, okay? Don't worry, I won't.
I love this like little funny like expression she's making, man. Oh, so even the eye twitching too. It's like that's actually really funny.
I sure will.
That's when I heard it. Rina-chan's... I keep saying Chan for some reason. Rina-san's footsteps were coming from the doorway. Okay.
Can you describe what you heard? Describe? They're just footsteps. What am I supposed to say? Well, if you must know, it was like a clack, 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 or something like that.
Ah, she responded to it. Ai-chan.
Ai-chan, did you have anything to add to that? Oh, sorry, it's just... Setsu, that's wrong, isn't it? Clack, clack, clack. Eh? What's wrong with clack, clack, clack? Well, Rita Lee wears sneakers, you know. Her shoes don't go clack, clack, clack.
That's true. When she walked up to us yesterday, it was more like a clumping sound.
Well, obviously, I know that. But you're forgetting that we weren't in our normal clothes at the time. We were in our idol outfits. She was in a different outfit. Most of our idol outfits come with some sort of footwear with prominent heels. So clack, clack, clack is my final answer. There you go.
Even Ice-chan seems lost in this one. I don't think she considered this in part of her plan. Either way, it's a start. Let's hope this gets us somewhere. With this, please modify your testimony.
Right away, Chief.
I love how I keep like alternating between like a low Russian tone and a high-pitched low Russian tone. I'm trying to get it down, but it's so easy to go low-pitched when you speak Russian or like in a Russian accent. I heard Rina-san's footsteps going clack 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 in the hallways at that very moment. Okay, so this gotta be the one that I gotta counter something with. Well, let me like look at like Rina's like outfit then. Clack clack clack. I mean that makes sense though, right? Like Rina was wearing her outfit, her idol outfit. So I don't think there's anything wrong here per se. I'm just wondering what's wrong with this. And then we see Rina here. She's wearing her idol outfit here. This one's like, it's not coming to me right away for this one. Clack 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 in the hallways at very moment. Maybe I could like press her or something.
So the clack, clack, clack was because she was wearing her idol outfit? That's right. I know Rina-san usually wears sneakers that make more of a clumping sound. But don't forget, we were all in our idol outfits at the time. She wasn't in her usual wear.
Having heard Rina-san's footsteps ourselves, her assessment of the situation seems fair.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what's wrong here though. Well, I'm not done with the testimony technically, am I? Yeah, I'm not, so I guess I'll just keep going. I turned around and there she was, just like Ai-san said yesterday, except it was me who saw her.
What was she doing at the time?
Not much, just standing there, menacingly! I don't know how long she was standing there for though. Looks like she'd been waiting for a while.
Actually, since I heard her walking in just before, it must have been a short time.
My mistake.
That's an odd reaction, but I don't think I have enough for me to call out either.
Yeah. So yeah, we invited her over and took that second photo on Ai-san's phone right after.
That's the one Ai-chan showed in the court yesterday, right?
The one with you, Rina-chan, and Ai-chan in a row?
It was! And there was a timestamp on that too, 4:15 p.m. Based on that, I deduced that Rina-chan must have entered at 4:14 or something, or so. There's no need to worry about Kara-san bumping into her either. Kara-san was going to the north at this time. Rina-san was coming in towards the east.
That seems to make sense. If this is all correct, they would have both been going counterclockwise and wouldn't have bumped into each other. I know Sensei-chan wants to help, but her testimony doesn't give us much to work with.
Yeah, looks like I'll have to try and get as much information out of her as possible. Doesn't feel like she's lying about anything either. I'll just have to catch her on being mistaken. Whatever the case, I'm so glad that Setsuna-chan cares so much to set things right. That's an Ai-chan point for you. Ah, Hiro, I'd say I hate you for saying that, but I just love you too much. You know, I'll just deal with it. You're endearing at that moment.
Okay, let me think about this now. It's gotta be this one. Here, I heard Rina-chan's footsteps going clack 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 in the hallway. First, let me like check back at this because I forgot to check Ai again. As usual. Okay, it's gotta be this one. Clack 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 in the hallways at that very moment. I'm just trying to think about this now. Like, is it really Rina's outfit that I'm supposed to counter with? It doesn't make sense, but possible. It's just I know there's something off about this photo, but I think I'm early on this. Not the shopping list. Unless maybe I should look at it one more time just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Nothing. Okay, nothing stands out. Not the white diamond. It might be possibly Rina's outfit. Crease papers? No. Clack clack clack, right? It could also be the sound of the printer, but I don't think that's it. Oh. Wait, clump? But Karen's outfit has heels. So was she actually hearing Karen? Damn it, no. Let's try Rina then. I was like, wait, so you heard Karen then? She said it was a heel sound, but is that actually Rina's? Oh my god, I overthought it too much. I thought it was just a case of like, oh, maybe her outfit isn't important to us. Like, I'm like, wait, how the fuck is that possible? It's like, no. Yeah, it's like, they did hear... Wait, I'm confused now. How does that contradict it? Like, they heard Rena, and there she was. I was saying that, like... I kind of am confused. I'm not angry that I didn't get it right away or anything. I'm just like, how does this work exactly? Maybe I should like listen to you. Maybe she'll explain.
Witness, what you're saying could not have happened. I swear I'm not lying. But take a look at Rina-chan's idol outfit and the various parts of it. In particular, I want you to notice the shoes. Hey, she's got sneakers in her idol outfit? That's right. What you heard wasn't Rina-chan at all. But how could that be? I knew I heard a clack, clack, clack sound. Actually, I might be able to explain that. The clack, clack, clack that Setsuna-chan heard in the restroom was actually this.
Yeah, I was right actually on the mark. I was just too early. It was Karen's outfit.
Let's think about this for a second. Both Ai-chan and Setsuna-chan were actually in the restroom, so it couldn't have been them. Rina-chan has sneakers on. They would have made a different sound entirely. However, we do know one person who was wandering the halls at the time in her high-heeled glory. In her sexy high-heeled glory. Yeah, who is it, you? It's a Yumu! Yeah, I see you, Yumu, totally. Huh, could it have been a defendant Asaka Karen? That's right. Karen's outfit contains a pair of
stilettos? Okay, stilettos. I would have thought you would have said like a high heels, to be honest.
Shoes like this would doubtlessly be clackety clack clackety, wouldn't they not? Hikiari. And how do you know that it must have been the defendant? What if it was a person at 4:11 p.m.? We still haven't ruled out the possibility of that being a random person. If you're so sure that it was the defendant, why don't you provide some evidence to show that it wasn't a random person who walked by?
Oh, come on, Daya, you know.
That isn't my job. Why don't you provide some evidence to show that it was some random person who walked by? Besides, if the 4:11 person was what Setsuna-chan had heard, that means that Rina-chan must have entered the restroom even earlier than 4:11. That would mean that between 4:11 and 4:15, all the time is unaccounted for. Well, is it your turn to explain some unaccounted for time? Yeah!
Sorry, God, I had to fucking say that phrase one more fucking time.
Hang on. So, what's really going on here? When did Shinoji even enter the restroom? Your Honor, the defense believes that Rina-chan may have entered the restroom earlier than expected. She must have entered before Karen-san passed by at around 4:15 p.m. That means she was just standing around for a minute or two, as if she was waiting to be noticed. Waiting to be noticed? You don't think even this was part of Rina-chan and Ai-chan's plan, was it? I think I understand. Ai-chan and Rina-chan's original plan was to bring Setsuna-chan to the restroom to create a witness. That's why Ai-chan asked Setsuna-chan to go with her. With Setsuna-chan in the restroom, she was another person who could validate Rina-chan's alibi. But that's crazy! Nobody's that prepared!
Yeah, but Rina-chan's a smart cookie.
She was standing around waiting for me to notice her. That's preposterous. But none of that matters! I know Rina-chan never went towards the printing room. Look here! I even got a photo that I happened to snap at the time Rina-chan entered the restroom. Ah, that must be Setsuna-chan's potato camera photo. I knew that it would come up eventually. I'm sorry, I wasn't aware that there was another photo involved in this case. I never showed it before, but it's finally time to let my arrow of truth fly. Be free, photos of righteousness! Well, just so we're on the same page, please testify about this photo that you took. Roger! Here we go! The truth shall prevail! Getting close. If we just break Setsuna's testimony here, we can get Rina-chan on the stand! I'm sorry, Ai-chan, but whether you like it or not, I will get Rina-chan to testify today!
Man, there's a lot to this, like, trial. My awesome photo.
First off, sorry about the bad quality. I took this on an ancient flip phone, like from centuries ago. Anyway, This photo was taken by complete accident at the time Rita-chan entered the restroom. We didn't even notice her in the frame when we took the photo. This photo. As you see, she's heading in from the left side, which is in the direction of the practice room. That means she went directly from the practice room to the restroom. No other way to interpret it.
Yeah. I feel like that's going to be the one that's going to be off.
I see. That does seem to be what the photo shows. Defense, you seem eager to cross-examine. I won't keep you from waiting then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You two have been up here for long enough. It's time to get the true culprit to testify.
Yeah. Alright, let's do it. First off, sorry about the bad quality. I took this on an ancient flip phone from like centuries ago. Anyway, this photo was taken by complete accident at the time Rita-chan entered the restroom. We didn't even notice her in the frame when we took this photo. As you can see, she's headed in from the left side, which is in the direction of the practice room. That means she went directly from the practice room to the restroom. No other way to interpret it. Let me see something real quick. The map here. Let's see. Yeah, there's something wrong here. Actually, hold on. She came in from the left, right? Yeah, the left, that's right. That means she went directly from the practice room to the restroom. There's no other way to interpret it. Could it also mean that like she could have like just happened to come from the right, but chose to stand on the left because she knew about the layout of the whole hallway? That could be possible, but I don't know. It takes some calculation to pull that all off. I'm trying to like see if I can figure this out without pressing, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Yeah, it's not coming to me right away, so I have to press them on this. First off, sorry about the bad quality. I took this on an ancient flip phone from like centuries ago.
That's the one you talked about in the previous testimony, right?
Yeah, fortunately, that old photo doesn't provide any timestamps, so I don't know the exact time the photo was taken. However, all we need to know is that Rita-chan came from the left, which you can clearly see even with the bad quality. Why were you even using that hunk of junk when you got I's phone with his full AC photographs? We just wanted to try it out, alright? Our curiosity got the best of us. Get away back, you!
Somewhat weird, but since this is such a ton, it's not weird enough to call into question. Yeah, it's not weird enough.
Anyway, this photo was taken by complete accident at the time Rita-chan entered the restroom. We didn't even notice her in the frame when we took this photo. Okay? How did you not notice her?
By accident? Yeah, we were just loafing around taking photos. It wasn't until way later that we realized that Rita-san made a little cameo in this photo. Isn't it lucky? Now we got some real evidence showing where Rita-san came from.
Lucky for Dia-san, maybe. Not so much for me.
God dang, I had to like, check back at Ai again, just to make sure she didn't do anything. Seriously, her mouth's been on that lollipop for like ages. As you can see, she's heading in from the left side, which is the direction of the practice room. Okay, I'm wrong here.
What if Rita-chan actually came in from the right, but like accidentally walked past the door at first, so she ended up coming from the left?
Come on, you son! Who the heck misses a door? Let's be realistic here. What are the odds of that happening? If you ask me, the most natural solution is that she just went straight from the practice room to the restroom.
I still think Rita-chan would have walked past the door on purpose to make it look like she was coming from the left, but I don't think I have the evidence.
Yeah.
Then again, since Rita-chan really did take the picture by accident, that may not have even been the plan.
May not. That means she went directly from the practice room to the restroom. No other way to interpret it.
Wouldn't Rita-chan have bumped into that 411 person, or no?
I don't know. Did you ever ask her if she did?
Rats. Never got the chance to ask Rita-chan if she saw anyone in the halls.
If she came out sometime after 4:11 p.m., then she never would have bumped into anyone, right? I know Kara-san was walking around after that, but she would have been moving away from the practice room. So basically, Rita-chan must have been walking behind Kara-san, if at all. And this makes why Kara-san never saw her. That makes too much sense. I can feel it. You're just centimeters away from a breakthrough. Keep up your offensive. I sure hope you're right. I'm also kind of tired of cross-examining Ai-chan and Setsu-chan. Well, come on. Think outside the box if you need to. It's the moment of truth. Literally.
Yeah, hold on, let me like back at that one more time. Yeah, I didn't do anything. So one of these things is wrong. One of these 4 things. I'm just wondering what is incorrect here. There's something off about this testimony, I know it. Alright, the only thing you can think of is that door behind her. What is that? It looks like a door, but I'm not entirely sure. And the thing is that, once again, the secret door should be important in all this, but like, we haven't even talked about it or brought it up at all. I feel like this would be the perfect time to actually show it, but we never even got that as evidence. Let me look back at all the evidence then, once again, just to make sure. This one here is still bugging me. It is. White diamond, I don't think it's pointless. It's like worthless at this point. Creased papers? We haven't done anything with this creased papers yet. The only thing you can think of is this. Hold on, let me see if they say anything about the time. I'm gonna like press it one more time to see if I can figure out what time. It's like something is off, like with those records. Yeah, if she came out after 411, what is that in reference to the court record? Let me see. After 411, okay. 411, so after 411, this is the weird one to get stumped on. I feel like it's this one, though. She headed in from the left side, which is the direction of the practice room. Well, I don't think this is necessarily wrong, but... That's the weird part here. How did you not notice her? Like, wouldn't you have, like... That's the weird part. Like, where's the full photo, then? Why did we have a full photo of, like, Rina entering the room, but not a photo of I, then? Or anything of the sort? There's no way your phone will be able to, like, hyper-focus on that spot, right? What the fuck? Yeah, something's off about this one, I feel, but... I don't know, maybe I'm just, like, jumping the gun here, too. Or maybe it's, like, pixelated because of the fact they're zooming in on it or something? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's that one. Directly from the practice room to the restroom. We're trying to prove that she didn't do that, aren't we? That, like, maybe the fact that, like, there's something in this photo, I'm like, this is gonna be a long shot, let's do it. No, damn it. This is weird. It's like there's something off about this photo, but maybe not. Well, that's odd. Connor went back to the club room at 4:14, right? And, like, Rita going to the bathroom was around, like, it was around southbound, while she was northbound. So you went back to the club room at the time, I guess around the time Rina... Wouldn't that mean that, like, Rina wasn't going counterclockwise then? How does that make any sense? Yeah, this is the part where it gets really hard, because you don't even get hints of, like, what could be wrong here. You have to figure it out yourself. I might be focusing way too hard on this, to be honest. Unless they're actually telling me the freaking cat going through the secret passageway is actually the evidence here. Let's give it a shot. Nope. Alright. I thought it was a cat somehow, like, I'm trying to think about this. It's like, it's not really coming to me right away what the problem is here. Let me read it one more time. Anyway, this photo is taken completely by accident. By complete accident. That's the part that's bugging me here. At the time, Rina-chan entered the restroom. We didn't even notice her in the frame when we took this photo. I'm just wondering how they couldn't have noticed her. That makes no sense. That's the part that's confusing me. How did you girls not notice her at all? When the hallways were so loud. That's the part that's bugging me about this. I just don't know what is really going to counter this one. You know what, I'm gonna press them one more time, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. See, that's the thing. That would require her doing a full rotation, right? The thing is that, like, we don't have enough to prove it. Even though that's our best shot. Maybe that's what I'm going for. Like, this is our best shot, even though we don't really have much to prove it, or something. Maybe. Wait, is that actually it? Hold on, was that actually it? I'm gonna fail, but I don't care. I'm gonna try it. Because I think the door, the thing behind her was actually a door. No, okay. Yeah, the last testimonies are always the hardest, man. They don't give you any hints for some reason. Which is fucked beyond belief. This one's leaving me kind of stumped. I'm not really connecting the pieces together, to be honest. I feel like it's got something to do with the freaking thing behind her, but maybe I'm just thinking about it too much. Maybe that's nothing, really. I'm just thinking about things too hard. Well, even the map? Nope. I was trying to think of, like, maybe she did a full rotation or something. Maybe she didn't go directly she went there, but from an opposite direction. Maybe I'm focusing too much on this last statement, maybe something else. This part here just makes some freaking sense to me. I gotta, like, press on this one more time. Yeah, this is for Dias. I mean, this might be the Tasmania bridge somehow. Like, they didn't do it by complete accident. Maybe it was intentional for them to do it? That it was, like, to give Rita an alibi somehow? Wait a minute. A little before 4:15, yeah. 4:15? Fuck, this is getting me a little bit stumped at this point. Well, let's give it a shot at least. Maybe there's something wrong with this photo. Oh, what the what? Oh my god, I cannot believe I stumbled into that one. What the fuck? Okay, what is it about the photo that's off? Is it really the fact that, like, they didn't do it by accident? What?
Setsuna-san, are you sure you never noticed Rita-chan come in? Of course! Like I said, that photo was a happy accident.
But that can't be, right? Let's look at your photo again. In this photo, we can see Rita-chan heading in through the doorway.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I said, right?
But in your testimony, you said you didn't notice Rita-chan in the photo until long after you took it. My question is, how could you have not noticed Rita-chan if she's front and center in this photo?
Oh, I asked that question too. I didn't press it though. I was like, maybe she just didn't notice it because she was focused on eye or something? But no, of course, Rita is pink in everything. She would have noticed.
Circus! Circus! Setsuna-chan, explain. How does this photo exist? Nothing about it makes sense.
Oh yeah! Don't worry, there's a perfectly rational and reasonable explanation for this. You see, this isn't the full photo. It's just a tiny corner from a much bigger picture, so Rita-san coming in is actually far in the background.
There's more to this photo? Setsuna-chan, defense requested you show the full photo to the court.
Huh? There's no need, right? This is the most relevant part. Don't worry, I didn't cut out anything important. This is all you need to see. Yeah, I've seen the full photo too. The rest of the image won't change anything.
Ai-chan's trying to hide it as well. Could there be something in the full photo? Setsuna-san, you're an advocate for the truth, aren't you? Why are you trying to hide the rest of the picture?
Well, the rest of the photo is embarrassing, okay?
Embarrassing? That's enough. Witness, please present entire photo to the court.
Okay, but don't laugh.
Oh my god, we're gonna find some funny shit. What, is it gonna be such a kissing eye or something? That'd be funny. Oh my god. No, it's something far worse. What the fuck? So Setsuna basically did a dab.
Oh, okay. Setsuna, you do realize dabbing is like outdated, right? Who the fuck dabs anymore? What are you doing in this photo? She appears to be performing the dance known as the dab. The only reason I know that is because Ruby and her little friends do that as well. It's nonsensical.
I am not dabbing in this picture. I just have to sneeze, that's all.
Well, I have to admit, the photo doesn't really seem to provide us any new information.
That's what I was trying to tell you, but none of you would listen. You guys are mean.
Well, better add this to my core record anyway. Maybe there's some hidden meaning to it.
Yeah, somehow. Setsuna's photo, taken a little before 4:15 p.m. on the day of the crime in the restaurant, using Setsuna's graphic phone. Yeah, whatever.
With this, please proceed with your testimony.
Oh, there's more to it. Oh my god. As you can see, she's heading in from the left side, which is the direction of the practice room. Okay, let me check this picture then, in full. Well, nothing's standing out yet. That's just the full thing. Oh, wait. Is this a mirror? Actually, like, hold on, how does it work? Like, I took the photo, and then from her perspective, she came from the right. If her back's facing the door, so if she turned from the left, I mean, she came from the left to like, what the fuck? I feel this is something off about this photo. Did they take it in a mirror? Would it even work that way though? It's showing us the photo of the mirror. That's the thing. Yeah, that has to be it. No, it has to be this. It has to be fucking this. It has to be a mirror, come on! That my deduction cannot be wrong! Yes! Boom! It's so Jover, guys, it's so Jover.
I got it! Sorry, Setsuya-chan and Ai-chan, but this photo shows the exact opposite of what you're saying. The exact opposite?
Let's take a look at this photo one last time.
Notice how Ai-chan is taking the photo with the phone's outer camera and the cell phone itself in the shot?
Yeah, here it is.
There's only one way a camera can take a picture of itself, and that's if it's taking the picture through a mirror. That's right. So in reality, this picture should be more like this.
Boom.
And with this, everything changes. Nojirina is coming in from the right. No!
So that's why Ai-chan was trying to hide this photo. It appears so. She knew that this photo would give away Rina-chan's movements, but couldn't do anything about it because it was on Setsuya-chan's phone instead of hers. Not to mention, this is probably why she didn't want Setsuya-chan to testify, both yesterday and today. So it seems that Tanoji Rina-san didn't actually come directly from the practice room.
That's right. Do you have some issue with this evidence?
Not at all. Keep going.
Alright, even Daya-san can't deny this outcome. There's no denying Rina-chan's involvement in this crime. I'm definitely cooking right now.
Your Honor, I think it's clear that we need Rina-chan to testify.
Based on the evidence presented in court, Rina-chan has come from the direction of the printing room for an unknown reason. The defense believes that we have reason to suspect that Rina-chan has something to do with the crime.
The court agrees. We will take a 15-minute recess and reconvene for testimony of Tenochi Rina.
Understood, Your Honor. Can I buy your gavel after I win?
What the what?
Isn't this great, Ai-san? The beautiful free butterfly of truth is about to be hatched from this
chrysalis? Chrysalis? Okay, chrysalis, I guess. Or chrysalis? Or, I don't know.
And we've got front row seats to its birth.
Yeah.
Today, justice will prevail. I can't wait to see the outcome of the trial.
At last, it's almost time. It's been a long battle, but I'm going to finish this once and for all. That's all for now. That's Vindanya.
What did you just say?
I just said, get the fuck out of my courtroom in Russian. Actually, no, I just said goodbye, but das Vindanya.
Alright, to be continued. Wow. Just wow. Okay, save game? Yes, please. Oh boy. Okay, guys, that's the perfect time to end this episode off. Wow, I was not expecting for this section to go so well, to be honest. Like, I had a little bit of a trouble with the last part until I realized at some point I was like, so hold on, the picture, there was something off about the picture. I just knew it, and they did it by accident. I was like, wait, how did you like not notice Rina there? I didn't know that my deduction was right. I've been spending so long throughout this game having my deductions be wrong. However, in that instance, my deduction was actually right, or my gut feeling was actually right. There was something off about that statement. But then, after that I got the full photo, I was like, wait, bathrooms have mirrors, so that means this photo must be wrong. It must be the case that, like, Rina did come from the right side. It was just the fact that, like, it was through a mirror, and the fact that, like, I wanted to hide that. But yeah, I feel like it did a little bit better in this version. I didn't get frustrated at all. I was just a little bit confused at some points, and I ultimately failed twice. But I wasn't really frustrated at my wrong deductions at all. I knew I was missing something, I just couldn't... None of them really clicked with me at the moment. At all. It was mostly because of the fact that, like, I actually believed her words, that, like, Rina was not involved in this, and that, like, she was the one who printed the tickets for her sake. But no, Rina was the one who printed out those tickets. For what reason? I don't know. It must have been for the same reason, that she wanted to do it for her parents. But I guess, like, I wanted to hide that from everyone else for some reason, and, like, she used the sob story to, like, really hide that from us? Like, that's like, wow, fucking wow. And double wow for Rina if she agreed to that. And plus the fact that, like, they would have, like, thrown Karin out under the bus as a result, too. Instead of just, like, outright saying that, like, Rina wanted to get tickets for her parents. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be some interesting stuff. I wonder what Rina's involvement in all this is. I wonder what her reasons were. What her motivations were. I'm really interested now. And it did let that instance in the brain feel, and that brain stuff that I did with, like, you, that, like, I was trying to, like, really answer the questions. I was, like, having my deductions as to, like, reasonable deductions as to why I did what she did. But then the slow realization that, like, I was wrong. Because the truth was that she did it to cover for Rina, who might have very well printed out those tickets. That means I was right from the very get-go. From ever since I heard about Rina being a tech expert, it must have been her. I thought I was wrong, but man, what a way to, like, really give us some red herrings, Frackalack. That really threw me off. So now, the next part is going to be about us questioning Rina, who's going to testify to the court, and, like, we're gonna really show her all the evidence in which we figured out that it was indeed her. And hopefully it will be a little bit easier than even this version, because I still had trouble, but overall, I did like this, like, second part. I think I'm really getting better at this. So anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Gyakuten Live. If you did and would like to see more, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down in the comment section. And be sure to, like, follow all of Cracklack's social media, and be sure to download this game. And if you have not already, I would like for you to leave a subscribe. That would make me a very happy person. And I promise you all that I'll be around for the next episode. Until we meet again, guys, I bid you all a fond farewell.